To enter the Church of the Nativity, one must bow in respect. Inside, this is not an ordinary day. It's Christmas after all, but this is a wartime Christmas.
This grotto built before the birth of Jesus. Our grandfather, they live.
The guide will not miss an opportunity to serve as a propagandist for the few visitors. There are almost no foreign pilgrims and tourists. Most of the visitors are representatives of relief and development agencies in the Palestinian territories or foreign laborers working in Israel.
Just being here, just to see this, despite all the problems, and we all pray every day that things are better here and that life returns to normal for everybody. But again, we're just so blessed to be here.
This Christmas is so sad because of the children of Gaza, the war in Palestine.
Child Jesus, the children of Gaza. It's easy to create a connection between different contexts. The comparison even borders on a blood libel taken from the worst anti-Semitic tradition. Listen to the conversation with this Jordanian priest. Bethlehem is in mourning.
It is mourning, grieving for the death of its children. And this is exactly what happened during the Christmas time of Jesus Christ, when Herod the king ordered to kill especially the children.
Manger Square is opposite the church.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
How is business?
Here, and no business at all.
Usually, there is a giant, colorful Christmas tree lit up at night. But for the past 2 years, since the war started with the October 7th massacre, there's been no Christmas tree at all and no celebration.
This is the capital of Christmas in the world, but we are not celebrating. We are just only using this period to pray for peace to come in the Holy Land.
What about tourism?
And we are now without any tourism coming to Palestine in general, to Bethlehem. Usually we receive every year about 3 million visitors visiting Palestine. This year, 2024, we received only 3% of this number.
The Waldorf Boutique Hotel is adjacent to the barrier separating Bethlehem from Rachel's tomb. Hence, due to its location, the pun on the name of the Waldorf hotel chain. It was designed by Banksy, amongst others, and has attracted over 150,000 visitors in its 7 years of existence. It's closed. Bethlehem has 78 hotels, motels, and hostels. In total, about 5,000 rooms, which on a normal Christmas are fully booked.
We had only maybe 300 people staying in Palestinian hotels in Bethlehem. Tonight we will have maybe more, maybe 600, 700.
Bethlehem had a very drop in its economy since last year. The situation is very difficult for the people. The unemployment raised up a lot. The people who live under the poverty line is raised up.
Bethlehem has about 34,000 residents, about a third of whom are Christians. The unemployment rate, the mayor, a Christian by virtue of the Palestinian law, tells us it's around 45% of the workforce.
We have two sectors damaged as a result of the situation. The tourist sector with all its fields. We have the workers inside Israel. Also, they are totally stopped. We speak about between 16 to 17,000 workers were working in Israel. Now they are not works.
There's nothing like a holiday mixed with a sense of loss to convey a political message, a kind of I believe and I accuse, without mentioning the State of Israel by name.
Our problem as Palestinian was as a reason of the international community policy in the Middle East.
In the territories administered by the Palestinian Authority, the situation is so not conducive to celebrations that President Mahmoud Abbas didn't attend the midnight mass. His eyes are on the Temple Mount. In the market, the shopkeepers' eyes are on the tourists, and in the absence of tourists, they're reluctantly trying their luck with the journalists.
Welcome, my brother. This is our first shop. Welcome.
What do you sell here?
It's no gold, no diamond. Something local stuff,
There's a lot of stuff.
but no customers. It's empty, no tourist. Since 7 October, no tourists in Bethlehem. Also, many pilgrims not coming because the Middle East problem, Lebanon, Gaza, in Tel Aviv.
So how do you manage?
Wallah, my brother, we suffering. We live day by day.
Sometimes you have to act like a goodwill ambassador towards the Shabab, the Palestinian youth.
كل عام وانت بخير. وانت بخير يا غالي. والله حبيبي.
شكرا.
بدك الذرة؟
لا شكرا.
بطل.
لا.
All of a sudden, there's some excitement in the air. The traditional Palestinian scouts procession starts with a whistle blow, but without the sound of the bagpipes and the flutes.
Tout le peuple attend le patriarche.
Indeed, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem finally arrives at Manger Square.
This is to be the last Christmas, so said. آخر مرة نحتفل بزي هيك ميلاد هزيم.
It's hard to contain the exultation. They define themselves as descendants of the original Christians, the cornerstone of the church. The dispute over the Holy Land leaves them feeling spiritually confined. They are Christians and Palestinians, but national identity eclipses religious identity. The war unites them, the holiday brings them together.
Merry Christmas, Your Excellency.
Merry Christmas to all of us. We need joy, we need light after this darkness. I hope that the light will come and we can rebuild for the next year better relations among all of us.
Both people.
For all the people, especially in Holy Land, Israelis and Palestinians.
After the Mass comes the supper at Abu Daoud, my favorite hummus joint.